Let the Wookie win.
Get stealing! You're talking to the Rolex wearing,
It's not wise to say Wookie.
diamond ring wearing,
Let the Wookie win.
get stealing! Wheeling dealing! From Milwaukee, Wisconsin, limousine like jet flying, son of a gun! And I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down.
What's going on, guys? I am the one, the only, the WOOKIE, bringing you another, I can't get the audio back, bringing you guys another stream here on the channel.
Yeah, that
guys,
would
if
be
you're
a problem.
That would be a problem. I got your audio back, though. But, guys, if you're new around here, go ahead, hit that follow button. We got a few. We got Unknown and Luke in the chat, guys. We're going to go through this pay-per-view match by match, give you our thoughts. Feel free to call in. I don't know what our call-in number is, though, so that's going to be a problem. Feel free to call us in.
I've even tried to call in when you didn't have a call-in show before, so I should have that number saved, but I don't know why I don't.
Well, you wouldn't need it because you're already on the show. But feel free to call us.
But I would still post it if you can't find it, but you should.
Feel free to call us at 401-268-4001. As I'm actually going to get up my... what am I looking for? What do I need for that? I need my Google Voice number, huh?
Yeah. Go ahead and repeat that real quick, just to make sure they heard.
It's 401-268-4001. You guys can give your thoughts on the matches that we had just recently seen tonight. Hopefully everything is going out okay. I did do a whole bunch of changes to the setup since I got that loud damn buzzing and everything the last show that we had, so that was fucking irritating. So hopefully that's gone now.
The Payback prediction show?
No, the first show we did on this channel, there was a buzzing in the background that I couldn't figure out where it came from, so I basically switched to a beefier USB cord, and that seemed to eliminate a lot of the issue. So hopefully that continues to eliminate the issue. I have purchased a ground loop interrupter for the microphone, so hopefully that comes in sooner rather than later, so I can get that all installed here, and hopefully eliminate all the background noise that's coming from everywhere. But we got King of Rome on with us tonight. This may be a thing. We might give our top. I like what you've done here. We might give our top owners once a month. Let them come on to the Spreaker show. And
I would actually like to come on during post shows. As a former general manager, as I told you, it'd be lovely to talk about the matches.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know how often we're going to do this. So something I got to run over with Kevin.
Who I call Justin a lot for
who you call Justin for absolutely no reason. His name is definitely Kevin and not Justin. But did you watch the kickoff show at all?
I watched some of it, not all of it.
You watched some of it, not all of it? So we had Enzo Amore and Big Cass going up against Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson in a match.
Yeah, basically.
A match that nobody honestly asked for, nobody cared to see, and we still had the wrong person win.
I really didn't think the club was going to win that, to be honest with you.
Well, I didn't think that. My prediction show that I did, I didn't pick Enzo. Oh no, I did pick Enzo and Cass to win. But
because I'm pretty sure, unless they're going to restack up the club with like AJ or Balor or something, I'm pretty sure they put the club into jobber mode.
Yeah, no, the club's definitely in jobber mode right now. Because, and it wasn't even Carl Anderson who took the pin. That was the most disappointing, because at least if Carl Anderson takes the pin, I can at least make fun of that.
Yeah, because you can still use Luke Gallows as a single star, I believe.
I mean, I guess you could.
I
don't know why.
Please, God have mercy, not use him again as Festus, but
he's coming back as Festus. He's gonna be
Festus.
Finn Balor's like mentally challenged cousin. he's gonna come back with that crappy grin on his face.
Vince's illegitimate son, part 2.
Oh God, no! We already have Hornswoggle on TNA. We don't need another another Hornswoggle type deal.
Oh, no,
So-
not Hornswoggle. El Torito.
Oh, yeah, Rito is just as bad. I don't even care about any of those people anymore ever again, nor do I care to see them. But you had Enzo and Big
Have
Cass
pulled
go.
out of a big taco truck.
Yeah, you had
That's a big
Enzo.
reveal.
You had Enzo and Cass go over Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson in what is a. Again, I put it as a nobody cares match. I mean, Enzo and Cass have lost their flair, besides for my wife, whose panties drop every time she sees Enzo Amore. And Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson have just become illegitimate children of the WWE who they're going to ship back to Japan as broken products. So does it even matter?
I don't think it does.
You think they're going to keep around Gallows and Anderson just merely just to keep them around?
I mean, you can. It's just... Okay, for one, let's go over an option here. Let's say they do put up AJ Styles back over to Raw, and then you can kind of keep them around like you've kept around the Bollywood Boys on SmackDown Live.
And then what?
And then you just have them as Styles henchmen again. Have them do whatever the hell Styles tells them to do.
Well, at least when they were with Styles, they had a purpose.
And they would have a purpose again. Sort of.
I don't think Styles is going to Raw, though.
Oh, Luke wants to know if he can call in.
Yeah, he can call in. Use the call-in number.
Like, duh.
I gotta look at my settings here real quick to make sure that his stuff would even come through, but he can call in. Just use the call-in number.
He's nervous. I'm like,
He's
look.
nervous?
I'm like, look, you're calling the Wookie, not John Cena.
Yeah, my name is... It's just... I know a lot of people get nervous.
Yeah, no.
I don't know if I want to call in. It's like, why? It's just me. I'm just a guy. I just happen to do...
What are we going to do to you? What are you nervous for?
I just happen to know things about the internet and how it works. That's all. Honestly, that's all I know. I just know how to use things on the internet. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping the settings are right for the call to come
OPS
through, though.
loves to give my laptop a shit shot.
I'm just hoping that I'm looking in settings and it doesn't give me. Gives me Google Voice, messages, calls, voicemail, payments, security. So I don't know if I'm hoping they could come in. I'd have to kind of do it on the fly, but I'd figure it out. It's
I
not
think
that hard.
there for a second what the opening match was because I thought it was the Hardys, but Jericho and Owens.
Jericho and Owens is your opening
God.
kickoff show of the night. Well, don't forget we had Miz TV with Finn Balor.
Yeah,
where
true.
Finn hits a sling blade and a drop kick.
Which was about the only thing good about that section.
Mm-hmm. And then he allowed the crowd to do a Balor Club introduction? Or not really a Balor Club, but he's like, oh, do you want him to be a part of the Balor Club? And they're like, no. And that was the end of that.
Yeah, if they're going to build Balor Club, they're doing it the slowest way humanly possible.
Well, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing to build that extraordinarily slow. Because, I mean, the slower the build, the bigger the payoff.
Yeah, and there aren't really a lot of guys who you can put in that, like, right out of the gate and they click.
Bollywood boys, dude.
Oh. They don't
Fix
even
my
seem
Microsoft
like
account according to my computer.
they don't even seem like they fit with Jinder Mahal, to be honest.
Well, what do you mean? How do they not fit with Jinder Mahal?
It just feels like they take up the whole henchman thing a little too seriously. Because I feel like they're just dead weight around Mahal.
Dude, if I had henchmen, I would want my henchmen to take their job extraordinarily seriously.
Yeah, and I'd also like them to be able to land a punch eventually.
No. I want my henchmen to miss every single one of their punches and
Get knocked out.
Just get
Get
knocked
the
out.
crap beat out of them by a Viper.
just wear him down so that when I get in there, he's extraordinarily tired. Those are the best
even
henchmen.
if you don't hit the punches, he at least has to spend energy to miss the punches. And then he has to spend energy to beat the fuck out of you.
I'm doing the post show on Spreaker. What are you doing? All right, good night. Have a good night. Listen for a fee. I always got my ears open for the little girl. But first match of the night, Chris Jericho going over Kevin Owens to be the new United States champion.
Questionable
you tried
ending,
calling and you got
but a good
no
match.
Answer.
A good match, though.
I do see here, actually, you did try to call. Why did it not come through? No. The last call I got was on Tuesday. So I think you dialed the wrong number. Again, I'll give you guys the number.
I think I gave him
401-268-4001. Again, 401-268-4001. Yeah, I'm looking at Google Voice right now, and nothing. Not a thing. So
anyway, for a short time, back to Jericho.
401-268-4001. That is correct. That's the number, but I do not have a call from you.
Jericho and KO.
So I'm just saying, I don't have a call from you. So getting back to Jericho and KO.
Yeah, as I said before you cut off with the call, it was a questionable result, but a very good match.
Yeah, well, again, good match. Like you said, questionable result. Now where do we go from here? What do we do with Chris Jericho? Now he's got a belt. And he leaves, like, Tuesday.
I mean, taking people off TV with belts, though, wouldn't be new. Brock Lesnar.
Well, yeah. Well, what, is he going to hold it for, like, 2 years until he comes back from Fozzy? I mean, this is literally like starting a relationship with your girlfriend from high school that's going to college across country tomorrow.
Even worse if he does an international tour.
Yeah, I mean, what he's going to be on? He's on no, that's all he's doing is international tour. Fozzy's not big in the States. Fozzy's only big overseas.
Here's what happens, or at least what I hope happens.
Okay.
Shit, because now you have to make him appear on Tuesday, because that was a stipulation. You have to go SmackDown Live.
Right, so he'll go. So does he go to SmackDown Live, and then
I
he's
would
just like,
imagine
"Oh, I'm
so.
retiring," and hand back the title belt?
The thing is, with Jericho, he never retires. He just disappears.
Well, right, he could retire for 2 years.
I don't think he's wrestled his last match. I really don't.
He's in his mid-40s, I want to say.
Yeah, but didn't Sting wrestle in companies till he was 60-some? Jesus Christ.
Well, Sting was 50. 51, I think, was his last match.
I know he was up there.
Let's see. Chris Jericho, otherwise known as Christopher Keith Irvine. Let's see. He is 46 years old. He is 46 years old.
So in 2 years he'd be 48. I know math.
And he's doing
I think he
Fozzy,
still
and he's got a
could.
podcast.
I really think he still could.
Still wrestle?
No. Still be in WWE to some extent.
Oh, I'm not saying he'll leave forever, but for the next 2 years he's kind of booked. Just saying. WWE doesn't have much. He's kind of booked for the next couple of years. Just saying. So
I don't think he'll have anything as big as what he just had with KO.
No. But he could go to the Performance Center.
Luke's typing me a question since it won't let him call.
Who is watching the live chat? I am watching the live chat. I'm kind of peering over every now and again. I just want to let you know I know nothing about WWE. Tucker dragged me to here to listen. Well, thanks for coming over to listen. Greatly appreciate that. But
Okay, I'm not going to ask you that question because that's kind of stupid of a question. Anyway, moving on. No, he's asking about hockey, which you know nothing about.
I know nothing about hockey. I know that Wisconsin has a hockey team called the Milwaukee Admirals, and that's about it. That's my extent of knowing of hockey. There's a puck, and it's called ice soccer, but they couldn't call it ice soccer, so they switched it to ice hockey. That's my feelings on that, and I hate soccer. I watch no hockey because I have no interest in hockey as a sport whatsoever, to be honest with you. I watch baseball, basketball, and football. Those are my sports I watch.
Hockey knows a lot about you, though. I don't
Hockey-
really think.
Hockey knows a lot about me.
Yeah, that's what he typed to me.
Hockey's an inanimate object, so I'm gonna go ahead and say
If you think
no.
I'm making this up, I will send it to you right now in the chat.
No, I'm sure you're fine. Moving on. Austin Aries defeating Neville via disqualification.
Via the
pissed.
world's weakest disqualification.
I'm fucking pissed. Yeah, what the fuck was that? You grabbed my dry cleaning. What a fucking prick. How dare you? I'm going to disqualify you and give you your championship back. You fucking idiot.
I was going to say because he threw the ref, but the ref was motioning for the bell before he even threw the guy.
Right.
I don't know if you noticed that. It was at least wait till he throws you and make it somewhat believable.
Well, and here I am going, okay, I realize that they have to continue this feud because it's the best feud that 205 Live honestly has going for it at the current time. So I get that. I understand that they have to continue this feud one way or the other.
You're almost forced to keep the belt on Neville, though, because once you take it off Neville, who's going to carry the division?
And that's been my question for the longest time. Once you take it off Neville and put it to Austin Aries, where does Austin Aries then go from there? What happens at that time?
I mean, you can say T.J. Perkins, but you can't lock yourself in that spinning cycle over and over and over.
No, I'd rather catch syphilis than have a feud with T.J. Perkins. Like I've said many times before, I'd rather slam my dick in a door than watch T.J. Perkins wrestle ever fucking again. I've said go back to TNA and be the man under the mask. I don't want to hear your video game shit. TJ Perkins is the perfect example of WWE putting the cart before the horse yet again because they set everything up in the Cruiserweight Classic and went, oh, this is going to be great. We're going to get Kota Ibushi and we're going to get Zack Sabre Jr. We'll put the belt on one of them. It'll be fantastic. Until they declined the contracts that they gave them, and then they went, oh, fuck, what the hell are we going to do? So they put the belt on TJP because, he's fucking nobody and he'll accept a contract.
At the time, though, it wasn't a bad idea.
No, it was a horrible idea at the time.
Oh, who else are you going to put on?
Anybody but TJ Perkins.
I mean, sure, the Brian Kendrick, but didn't Kendrick lose in the first round?
No, Kendrick lost in like the third or fourth round. Kendrick went deep. Kendrick went deep into the Cruiserweight Classic. I don't remember exactly where he lost it. I can Google up the CWC
And you could not
brackets.
have put it on Mil Mascata, the guy who Perkins put in the final. That would be freaking ridiculous.
Well, he still has AAA events that he's hitting right now. So
I can hear the Rey Mysterio chants right now with him.
Oh my God! Please no. What about fucking
Mysterio.
No, fuck Rey Mysterio. I'm all done with him too.
Did anyone hear the?
What about Jack Gallagher? What about Tony Nese? What about Cedric Alexander?
Not Nese. Nese isn't talented enough to carry a division.
Oh, okay. What about Cedric Alexander?
Alexander, wasn't he champion though for a small stretch?
Negative.
No, he was close a few times. I know that.
He had a shot, and that was about it. I'm just looking at all the other ones in
he
here.
just would need. How can I say this? Basically the same as Apollo Crews. He just needs a character.
Apollo Crews' character, and I don't say this on YouTube, and I'm going to say it here on the ropes uncensored. But Apollo Crews is your typical black, can I shine your shoes, mister character. And it needs to stop.
Can I shine your shoes?
That he is Mr. Shine Your Shoes. I'm just happy to be here. Hey, Mr. Vince, can I shine your shoes for you, sir? Can I shine them for you, sir? I mean, really? Come on. You had Gallagher. Tozawa. Fucking Tozawa got himself over.
But you're not Razor Ramon. You can't get everywhere by doing everything everyone else wants you to do. And even Razor at least had character.
Well, Razor had some personality. I mean, I don't know what kind of personality Apollo Crews has because he doesn't have anything to go off of.
You just said it, Mr. Polish your shoes at the door of the fine dress shop.
Yeah, but what character is that really, honestly?
And how do you translate that into wrestling?
You don't. So
What's he gonna do? Throw shoe polish at people?
Well, he's not. He's a proverbial Mr. Shine Your Shoes, sir. Typical black. Can I shine your shoes? Yes, absolutely. I mean, he is your typical. What you doing, Massa? Can I help you out, Massa? You know what I mean? It's awful, and it needs to go. They need to do some form of, if they're gonna do this Titus brand, do it right. Have them be, the black militant angry people, and do it. Just fucking do it.
Yeah, but they won't do that in PG.
They won't. Not in PG era. You're right, and it's really disappointing because that could
PG
have some
era that spells
and by
racism right
by
away.
God, Vince, angry black guys could actually have some fucking legs. We don't want to give the black man too much power in the WWE. Fucking racist Vince, as per norm, racist fucking Vince. We can't give the black people too much power. We don't like their kind around here. I'm going to suspend a guy for touching me for 30 days or 90 days or however long it is. How dare you touch me?
And then you have like Mark Henry, who's a world champion.
For how long?
I have no idea. I just
Besides,
know
okay, let me
busted
put it to you
the
this way.
ring.
Besides Mark Henry and Booker T, who else
I was
has been
about
an
to say, Booker T
African?
was like, what, a 5-time world champion?
Not in WWE, he wasn't. He wasn't WCW. But he was only... That belt got rightfully stripped from him on the quickness by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson once he came into WWE.
Yeah,
Yes,
true.
yes. Luke says it in the chat. Do you really want the shit rehash of the Nation of Domination? Yes, I do. Give me the shit rehash. I don't give a fuck. It's got to
It's
be
just
better
who
than
the
what
hell
you're
do you
putting these
put it
guys
in?
through right now.
Who do you put in it, though?
Titus,
Okay, maybe.
Apollo Crews,
Oh.
R-Truth.
Ew. Apollo Crews would have or R-Truth, one of the two would probably have to play the Savio Vega jobber role because they're not really that
R-Truth's
intimidating.
perfect for it. He's like 50 years old. Ron Killings is for real like 50 years old. He's going to retire.
What do
next
you want
couple years.
next? We're going to bring back Ron Simmons?
Yeah, bring
Just
back.
so he
Fuck
can say
yeah, bring
damn
back Ron
every
Simmons.
episode?
Absolutely, bring Ron Simmons back as the mouthpiece.
Damn.
He could be the mouthpiece. It's perfect.
Well,
It's so
what
good.
mouthpiece? All he would say is damn,
And
damn.
that's all they
damn.
need to say. That's all he need. To be fair, Ron Simmons was a decent talker back in his time in the APA. I mean, he wasn't the greatest. He's not gonna knock your shoes off. He's not The Rock. But let's face it, he is okay.
Not Stone Cold.
He's not Stone Cold, but let's face it, he was okay.
He was damn okay.
Well, after they broke him up with the APA and he didn't have a character anymore. But let's move forward. Let's move forward real quick into the Raw Tag Team Championships. Hardy Boys retaining their championships, going over Sheamus and Cesaro. I think right call. We have a nice little Sheamus and Cesaro heel turn at the end, real quick, just to blow things over. We're gonna have Kings go on AFK here for Uno Momento, so I'm going to be the only one in the stream. But guys, do call in 401-268-4001. Give me your calls. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Luke, I know you can't call because you're overseas. I get it, brother. I get it. You're overseas. You can't call. And who pays for international calls anymore? Honestly. I haven't fucking I think I can call everywhere except for North Korea. So Luke, I don't know, man. You got to get it with a better cell phone provider. That's all I know. Wrong Luke. I'm talking to Luke Birch, who lives in the great old town of, I don't know where he lives. He lives somewhere over the pond. So, Luke, you got to get a better cell phone provider. I mean, you can pretty much, my cell phone provider, I can call anywhere at any time and be okay. But Hardy Boys going over Sheamus and Cesaro, nothing. It was a decent match. It was all right. Sheamus was in it. So, again, I wanted to slam my dick in a door because Sheamus, with his fucking pasty-ass body, Birmingham, UK. So Birmingham, you gotta get us a better cell phone provider, brother. Gotta get a better cell phone. I mean, fuck, you can go. I mean, you can probably go to your local Walmart and get one of those prepaid cards, and you could probably call pretty much anywhere you want. Absolutely anywhere. Like I said, I think the only place I'm not allowed to call is North Korea, and that's only because the FBI might come and hunt my ass down. But we had a little glimpse of, if you guys watched the pre-show, we had a little glimpse of Matt Hardy kind of doing the whole broken thing. And even when he came out to the ring, he was doing the delete chants, and he had his arms spread out with a yes, kind of doing that whole thing. So, so there was a little... I'm really curious. I'm watching my Skype chat here. Are we having an issue here, King? I'm not sure. But he did the whole delete thing. So, and then he got a big old bro kick to the face, which with blood, I guess you could say, kind of pouring out. And not very good. If it was a blade job, it was done really poorly. But not a lot of blood, but a little blood in there. And that ended up incapacitating Hardy. So I think you're going to get the... I think you're getting that one and only Matt Hardy deleted Broken Matt coming back together sooner rather than later. I'm not sure what's going on with King. I can hear him in the background. But he's not saying. So we're just going to continue on. Matt has been teasing the introduction of his broken brilliance ever since he showed up, to be fair. Oh, absolutely, he has. He's 100% shown that character. But tonight was kind of like the old stamp, saying like, yes, this character is 100% coming back. Raw Women's Championship. I was surprised at this match altogether, really. Alexa Bliss going over Bayley. No nip slips from either contendant, which was disappointing. I always look forward to nip slips, but I didn't see any. But that doesn't mean anything, because I'm sure on Twitter there's going to be about 50 nip slips.
To your wife.
What's that?
Tell that to your wife.
I do. I've showed her both nip slips, and she was cool with it. She was like, "Oh," she told me Bayley had extraordinarily plain and boring nipples, which I agree with. Bayley's nipples are piss poor at best. But either way, Alexa Bliss is going to go over Bayley for the 1, 2, 3, the hot potatoing of the Raw Women's Tag Team. Woo! Can you think of the day? But the hot potatoing of the women's tag. Oh my God! I did it again. The hot potatoing of the women's championship is clearly here to stay, as Alexa Bliss now becomes the first to be both Raw Women's Champion and SmackDown's Women's Champion. Match was okay. Nothing, honestly, to write home about. No botches. No Dana Brooke level shit. So I thought it was all right. Again, very, very, very average match.
Trying to find something.
Oh, you're trying to find something? But we got the House of Horrors match that comes on next, and I don't know what this match was. So this is basically a brawl. This is basically a brawl in the middle of a house, a crack house, more or less, as my stream from earlier said. This was a meth house. This was a brawl in the middle of a meth house that had no real purpose. This is the live chat. It is, and you're on Skype. But you're not speaking. I'm not sure what's going on with this. But House of Horrors match, you basically get some creepy baby dolls that my daughter has in her room with like arms ripped out and then attached to the foreheads of other baby dolls. And then you have something spelled in a pile of shit on the refrigerator before Bray Wyatt decides to dump that refrigerator exactly on top of Randy Orton, covering him in feces. Now that he's full of E. coli, nothing could be better. But then Bray hops in the cab, or not even the cab, it's a limo. He hops in the limo to say, "Take me to the arena," as the cab driver doesn't even go back and go, "Hey, what's going on here? Well, you're not the guy I brought here. You're the guy that he was facing here. So if I'm a cab driver, I go, what the fuck? And I look back and go, you're not the dude I dropped off here. And who the fuck takes a cab to a goddamn House of Horrors match? Or a limo, I should say, to a House of Horrors match. Not me. I'm not taking it. I'm trying not to wake people up in my house. All right, sounds good. But, I don't know, very, very confused by the first half of this match. And then while they're all driving to the arena, and, Randy Orton has to go, look out for that tree. You got Seth Rollins defeating Samoa Joe. Dumb. Why are you having Seth Rollins go over Samoa Joe? Decent match. But now you've broken Joe. You've broken Joe. He's no longer the ass kicker he once was. Joe needed to win this match. No, he's not. I hear you in the background.
He is.
No. Joe is not the ass kicker he once was. Not anymore. Not that skinny ass Seth Rollins. I smoke a pack of fucking Lucky Strikes a day. Not that Seth Rollins has beaten him. I'm sorry, Joe has lost a little bit of his luster. The polish is off that turd now that he's been beaten by Seth Rollins. And it just doesn't matter. Decent match, okay match, but the wrong person won. As per norm, and I called this in my predictions match. I saw Seth Rollins winning because he's WWE's boy. Nobody remembers Tyler Black. We all know him as Seth Rollins, but we all remember Samoa Joe from TNA, from Ring of Honor, from the countless number of other productions that he has been in. So I kind of foresaw Seth Rollins going over here. We finish out the House of Horrors match, which I did not see any horrors in that house. Just to let you know, there were 0 scantily clad women. I was highly disappointed. But this goes over with Randy being attacked by the Bollywood boys and Jinder My Balls. Again, just a very confusing match. Like, this was basically set up for Jinder Mahal to come in and beat up Randy Orton. That's really honestly all it felt like. Is this was just for him to come in and beat up Randy Orton. The booking last night was better than Payback tonight. Yeah, well, boxing's a real sport, Luke. I mean, I'm just saying, boxing's a real sport as to, this you can kind of control who goes over and who doesn't. Just saying. I mean, yeah, Jericho was a surprise to me. It definitely is going to get me to watch Tuesday. There's nothing that's said on Monday that I want to come back and watch Monday to find out the repercussions of anything. I just hope Roman Reigns is still coughing up blood. His fake blood capsules. I hear a sigh.
Hater.
I'm not a hater. I have my reasons.
Hater.
Okay, but either way, we got Roman Reigns going up against Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman's my hero. I love him.
I need to get the boys on you now.
What's that?
I need to get the boys on you now.
You need to get the boys on. I'm not sure what you mean by I need to get the boys on, but let's go, Roman. No, Roman needs to turn heel. Stop trying to play this damn babyface marionette puppet show of you're going to like Roman because we told you to. He gets the biggest boos out of anybody, and I get it. He gets a reaction. He's never going away. I understand that. But do you guys remember, I don't know, a little guy called Rocky Maivia? Anybody remember him? Anybody out there? You guys remember Rocky Maivia, who was getting chants of Rocky Die, who ended up becoming the biggest attraction in the WWE, possibly of all time? Gee, and how did they do that? Well, once they heard Die Rocky Die, they turned his ass heel. Jeez, even Roman could be a part of the goddamn Nation of Domination. You've got it's like fucking throwing softballs at these people right now. Kevin Dunn, I'm literally throwing you an underhanded softball going 2.5 miles an hour. Like I'm throwing it at a child. How much more do you need to get before you go, oh shit, hey, look at this. We did this before. We have a successful roadmap. Let's use it. Oh my God, whoever thought of that? A successful roadmap that's worked once before. That we could do it and we can get what we want and trick the people into giving us what we want.
I'm sorry. His
Sounds...
buck teeth will get in the way.
What's that?
His buck teeth will get in the way.
The buck teeth will get in the way. Bucky. I'm kind of fucking done. But that's the card, guys. That's it. That's all of Payback. I know you can't talk too much right now, King. But what would you give this? What would you give tonight?
It's hard to tell.
Letter grade. Give me a letter grade. A, B, C, D, or F.
A solid C?
I give it a solid C as well. Solid C. It was a very good Payback. And yeah, guys, there was nothing there. Honestly, there was nothing special about tonight. The biggest thing came from Jericho winning. There wasn't a whole lot of storytelling in any of the matches. The matches were all right, I guess. I mean, I've seen worse, to be honest with you. I've definitely seen worse. But I've definitely seen a lot better, too. Better. I'm sorry?
Let's hope Backlash is better.
I'll be at Backlash, so I'll be in the arena. So for me, Backlash will be fantastic because WWE live events always supersede the TV. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I've got 15,000 other like-minded people around me that I can sit there and boo people to. But I'm excited for Backlash. That's coming up here in 20 days. Guys, don't forget, go to the YouTube channel tomorrow. We will be on for Raw. SmackDown on Tuesday. Wednesday we normally take off, but I think I'm going to get a video up for you guys. Thursday, TNA. Friday we'll be back here on Spreaker. And then it just keeps rolling just like that. So, guys, it's been great. Have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow.